My husband Derek laughed when I lit candles for our 7th anniversary dinner. Not a chuckle or a polite smile, but a genuine, derisive laugh that echoed through our Portland dining room while I stood there in the dress I'd bought specifically for tonight, holding a serving dish of his favorite cocoa van that had taken me 4 hours to prepare. "Jesus Christ, Melissa," he said, reaching for his phone instead of the wine I'd selected. "What is this? Some Hallmark movie? We're not 20 anymore." The other 3 couples at our dinner party, his colleagues from the telecommunications firm where he worked as a sales manager, shifted uncomfortably in their seats. His boss, Gerald, cleared his throat. Gerald's wife, Marianne, studied her empty plate with sudden fascination, but Derek's work friend, Todd, smirked into his whiskey glass. And I watched Todd's girlfriend, Ashley, a 26-year-old marketing assistant, hide a smile behind her hand. I'd spent the entire day preparing. The dining room looked exactly like the photo I'd saved from a design blog 6 months ago. Cream-colored linens, fresh eucalyptus arranged in low brass bowls, those specific beeswax candles that smelled like honey and bergamot. The menu had been planned for weeks. Everything was supposed to be perfect. "It's our anniversary," I said quietly, still holding the heavy dish. My arms were beginning to shake. "And I'm grateful, babe. I really am." Derek didn't look up from his phone. "But maybe save the romance novel aesthetic for when it's just us? This is a little much." Todd laughed outright then. "Dude, you're being roasted by candles." I set the dish down carefully in the center of the table, my hand steady despite the heat flooding my face. 7 years of marriage. 7 years of romantic gestures met with increasing mockery. 7 years of watching the man I'd loved transform into someone who seemed to actively enjoy humiliating me in front of others. "You're right," I said, my voice surprisingly calm. "This is much too much effort." Something in my tone made Derek finally look up. Our eyes met across the candlelight, and for just a second I saw confusion flicker across his face. He'd been expecting hurt, maybe tears, certainly an apology. What he saw instead made him frown. I pulled out my chair and sat down. "Let's eat." The dinner proceeded with awkward small talk about quarterly sales figures and office politics. I smiled at the appropriate moments, refilled wine glasses, and served dessert, a lavender panna cotta that I'd tested 3 times to get right. No one complimented the food. Derek spent most of the meal showing Todd something on his phone. When our guests finally left around 11, Derek loosened his tie and headed toward the bedroom. That went well, right? Gerald seemed impressed with the presentation I mentioned. I was clearing plates in the kitchen, scraping $75 worth of organic ingredients into the garbage disposal. It went exactly as it should have. "You're not mad about the candle thing, are you?" He appeared in the doorway, already in sweatpants, scratching his stomach. "I was just joking around. You know how Todd is. I'm not mad." "Good. Because you were being kind of extra tonight. I mean, anniversary or not, it's a Thursday. We're not kids playing house anymore." I rinsed a plate under scalding water, watching red wine stains spiral down the drain. "You're absolutely right. We're not kids." That was the moment. That was when I decided. Derek had no idea that his mockery had finally pushed me past some invisible line.
Full story on YouTube. Link in bio.